Could you imagine playing the entirety of Pokémon Scarlet and Violet with little to no choice in what Pokémon end up on your team? Well, when you're doing a Wonderlocke, that's something you might have to expect. You could get anything from a tiny little scatterbug to a giant hacked shiny rock monster that I didn't keep, no worries, and you just gotta keep it moving. Welcome back to my Pokémon Scarlet Wonderlocke, where I'm so shocked that we even made it to an episode 2. I'm so proud of us. In the last one, we started our adventure, won a few gym badges, beat a freaking Titan Pokemon, and made a ton of new friends along the way. Like Viola, the Diva Oricorio, who mercilessly swept battle after battle, or my starter Miroem the Trapinch, who pulled out a fantastic victory against Titan Cloth with just Sand Tomb at her disposal. But now that we are moving forward in our journey through the Paldea region, the battles are only gonna get tougher from here on out. And with the next task, I'm gonna try to overcome the Fire Team Starbase and taking down Mela a little earlier than I'm supposed to. I figured we could use some help from a floppy little friend of mine. Our team just got a whole lot wetter. Wait, no, probably shouldn't say that. Our team just got a whole lot better now that we have Gyarados. I'm gonna call you Gyarados. I mean, look how cool and scary he is. I love him so much. He's biting my face off and I don't even care. We do some training to get our levels up and little Gyarados learns Waterfall, which is super amazing. But before we head over to TP the Team Starbase, I have one more thing I gotta do, which is actually to get another encounter that I missed in the last episode. What? I know. I got this super helpful comment telling me to go back to the cave where I saw Chewy for the first time to get another encounter there, and thank you so much for letting me know that I could. I appreciate you. We catch a young goose and trade it away for our first wonder trade of this episode, which ends up being a Fletchling, which I'm very excited for. Talonflame is amazing, but right now I already have a fire flying type diva on the squad, so for now she'll just be power in the PC if I ever need it. But now that we made a new friend, let's head back to take down Team Star, is what I would say if not Director Clavel in a Scooby-Doo disguise tells me he's gonna help out with Operation Starfall 2. Look, sir, you can't just put on a wig and suddenly you're a high school student. I know it worked on Riverdale, but this ain't no hot tub time machine. Who's this little guy? Charlos? Oh my god, I love him so much. Can I keep him? I would break the rules of the Wonderlocke for this precious child. We battle this loser at the front gate with ease because we got a big water monster and his Houndour can't do anything about it. Okay, that's fine. Like I said, his Houndour can't do anything. Girl, please! You know what? Fine. You mess with the pig, you get the bacon. Take this dig. Time to take on the base. Alright, y'all. Let's kick these rebellious teens to the curb. Miroem, Viola, and Gyarados make quick work of the Team Star grunts before Mela, the leader of the Fire Squad herself, appears. Whoa, that car is way bigger than my Koraidon. How many sandwiches do you feed that thing? Also, can I gay out for a second and talk about this queen's design? Like, I love Mela's design so much. Look at those nails! I start off with Miroem opposed to Gyarados due to her starting Pokemon Torkoal having Drought, which lowers the power of my water moves. But before I can test out our new move Bulldoze, I see Miroem's life flash before her eyes as she lives on 2 HP from a Flame Wheel. Like, are you joking? We just started this episode and I already almost lost my starter. What a great omen for things to come. Alright, never mind Drought, we're bringing in Gyarados. I Terra Water to power up my moves as much as I can and go for Waterfall to lower its HP just enough to get into Brine range, and we take out her Torkoal. But now we gotta face her Reveroom car itself, and I'm not even gonna lie, I'm terrified. This car could run over my Gyarados in one blazing torque. Luckily for me, this is not a hardcore playthrough, so I heal up with a super potion while it goes for Overheat, lowering its special attack. I end up getting Screeched, and to not risk going down with lower defenses, I swap out to my good buddy Cyclizar, who resists any fire type attack. I use Breaking Swipe to lower her attack stat as much as I can before coming back in with Gyarados and taking her out with some more water moves, winning us the battle and beating our first Team Star squad leader. We get some backstory for Mela, which I couldn't really hear over the squeaking of her boots. But it was something about her pretending to have an attitude so she doesn't get picked on, which is honestly so sad. Why do we gotta fight a group of bullied children? I don't want to do this. Mela says my Trapinch let her have it, which is a complete lie, girl, and you know it. She reunites with Charlos before crushing my hand, ow, and we move on to our next task, but not before getting a call from Cassiopeia, otherwise known as the Rando, who hacked my phone, saying we all get a reward for taking down each base, which gets dropped off by Penny, the girl with the Eevee backpack we saved in Messagoza, whose hair hair I am very confused by how exactly she managed to do this. But we got another encounter we can get now at the East Province Area 2 Pokemon Center. I'm starting to get pretty attached to some of my teams, so it's gonna be really tough from here on out swapping people out, but I'm gonna try to feature a rotating roster to keep things interesting as well as keeping my favorites. I send over a Wattrel I caught and end up getting something crazy good. A Charmander! Ah! Girl, what is going on? This is another eventual fire flying type. If I wasn't so devoted to Viola, I would add this immediately to the team, but let me know down in the comments if you think that I should make the swap, because having a Charizard in the future is mighty tempting. But I don't think I'm ready to say bye to our diva just yet. Welcome to the squad, Charmander. But we've made a good amount of progress on this side of the map, so I think it's time we journeyed back to the other side. Back to Cortando! I want to make my way over to the next Titan fight over in the mountains, so we got quite a long path to run down. Luckily, we can always take a quick picnic break and chill with everybody. I'm honestly having so much fun playing through this game again, especially with doing it as a Wonderlocke, and it makes me so happy that y'all are enjoying this new series as well. It means the world to me. But we gotta keep moving. I have one bird to take out with several stones, or however that expression goes. But before we do that, we actually have another Pokemon Center stop, and you know what that means. Another encounter! I struggle to catch a Mankey somehow, but get it eventually, everything's fine. And trade it off for our next team member, which at first is a dupe Snorunt that's also too high of a level to keep anyway, but it was nice to see Teeth's cousin. We then trade again, and oddly enough get the same case with Species Claw's Vibrava, which is wild that we just re-got our first two team members in one trade session. Like, what are the odds of that? I wish my Trapinch was a Vibrava already, but she needs her time, I get it. I say goodbye to Vibrava, who could very likely also be Miruem's relative, and get this little cutie. I love Felday and Wooper, but you know what I love even more is Clodsire. So this is a fantastic find, especially with an electric gym coming up sometime soon. While we're here at the Pokemon Center, I craft the TM for Thunderfang to teach the Cyclizar for this next Titan fight to help us out, cause I think we can definitely handle this one. That big old stork isn't even gonna know what hit him. Chewy and I run through this obstacle course of boulders that this Bombardier so rudely was attacking me with, and we start the battle with the Open Sky Titan. It is a good thing I taught Cyclizar Thunderfang, because look at that damage! And we get the para! Cyclizar honestly has been a valued member of my team thus far. Bombardier flies off like a New York City pigeon getting chased by a child, and starts snacking on some Herba Mystica to power up just like Cloth did. Luckily for me, my boy Arvin arrives to back me up once more. I start going for Thunderfangs, but Bombardier torments me so I can't use the same move twice in a row, But no worries, everything is fine, cause Arvin's Knackley is going for Rock Polish. Don't worry, everybody. I tear a dragon to boost up my next breaking swipe hit and then try to end it with a Thunderfang, but then I totally miss. Turns out Arvin heard me talking trash though, because he actually finishes off the fight with a rock throw. I knew you had my back all along, Arvin. Thanks, buddy. Good work, Cyclizar. You literally did like 97% of that battle. Arvin and I go once again to investigate the Titan's lair to find a glowing green bitter Herba Mystica, which says it's good for boosting the immune system, which is in perfect timing as we head into the colder months. Arvin, I'm not gonna lie, I love you and all, but this sandwich looks straight nasty. Like if I eat this, I'm gonna turn into the Hulk or something. Aw, Chewy, you want a piece of my sandwich again? Anything for you, my scaly sweetie pie. Oh god, yay! Chewy learned how to swim! I have no idea how you would learn that by eating a sandwich, but hey, my Koraidon is just really talented. It's here where Arvin tells us the real reason he's searching for the Herba Mystica, and that it's to heal his partner Mabostiff, who was hurt pretty badly and hasn't recovered. This poor doggo deserves the entire world. I will do anything I can do to help you, I promise. This is easily one of the most touching things in any Pokemon game. When I played this game for the first time, I cried seeing this storyline. I couldn't believe what was on my screen. But you know what time it is now? It's swimming time, Koraidon. Yay! This swimming animation is hilarious. But the time has come yet again. We have another Team Star base to take down. We're gonna be taking on Giacomo, the leader of the Dark type Team Star squad. But first, we have another encounter to get. I catch a nearby Swablu and get ready to trade it away for a yes! Please don't be a high level. Please don't be a high level. Please don't be a high level. Okay, I'm totally fine trading this away. I'm not upset at all. Now we get a hacked shiny of one of my favorite Pokemon. Why is this game tormenting me? What did I ever do to you? It's a little baby. I love Flabebe. I'll take this. This almost makes up for everything those last trades put me through. I'm gonna name you Kanao after one of my favorite Demon Slayer characters. I think now would be a great time to train her up and use her because up next is the Dark type Team Starbase, which a Fairy type would be absolutely delightful for. I run around battling some trainers and Pokemon to get everyone's levels up, and we even get my Ralts to evolve to Curlia, which makes me think that I could train up some of my other new exciting members as well, just in case I ever want to use them. We're one big team of pals here, so we all gotta be ready. We eventually get Kanao to evolve into Floette and our Charmander into Charmeleon, which is so awesome. They grow up so fast, but I've gotten distracted by new team members long enough. We gotta go fight some more bullied children. Alright, it's time to test out Kanao's skills against this front gate guard. This fight was a bit scary because I know Kanao is not the most defensive, but after a couple of fairy wins, we managed to take down the Murkrow, granting us entry to the base. But since this is the Dark type base, I want to set the tone and we're gonna come back here at night.
6.5 hours later.
I'm gonna use all my fairy types for this one. Yes, I know Pinky is not a fairy type, but just look at how pretty he is. He could pass for one. With my trio of Pinky, Kanao, and Curlia, we fight the hordes of Dark type Pokemon with ease and make our way to the final fight with Giacomo, the leader of this base. Yo, are you a DJ? You got a mixtape? This is actually what I look like editing. I start off the fight with Pinky cause I knew he would start with Poniard, and being able to hit him with a couple of digs is a great start to this fight. Gotta feature my favorite fairy type. Yes, I know he's not fairy. He then sends in his Reveroom car, which is easily the scariest part of all of these Team Star battles. I send in Kanao and Terra Fairy to boost up my fairy wins, and luckily Wicked Torque doesn't do too much damage, so we should be fine as long as he gets no crits. But hey, that's always a concern. I heal up a bit, and thank Arceus I did, because he ends up getting a crit. What did I just say? I get Reveroom down pretty low, but I get nervous about the possibility of losing Kanao, so I swap in Pinky, my all-reliable, to finish it off and win us our second Team Star fight. We learn a bit more about Giacomo in another flashback, and that he was actually student council president before being bullied out of the position. I feel so bad for these kids. He asks me if I enjoy my school life, and I'm like, dude, I genuinely don't know. I was there for 3 days. But we get our badge and meet up with Penny again, who gets a bunch of kisses from Chewy. Aw, he likes you. But the time has come for our big final fight of this episode. Let's make our way to the glowing city of Levincia for our third gym battle. But first we get a cool new encounter for reaching a new Pokemon Center outside of it. I catch a Pawmi and we trade it away for a Pokemon I'm actually very excited about that probably will be good for the late game. Oh wow, we got an Applin! I'm actually a huge fan of this Pokemon and all of its various evolutions. I wonder if I'd even be able to get a Hydrapple. Let me know if y'all would be okay with me doing that, or should I just stick to what I can do right now for her? But for now, I'm just gonna name her Fuji. Now it's gym time. Nimona, I don't even know why I'm so shocked to see you at this point. Like, girl, you're just straight up stalking me. Well, this time she actually does ask us to battle, and this fight gets a little crazy. Remember how I was so excited to have new team members and using them? Well, that actually might have been my weakness here. We start off the battle with Meruem versus Rockruff, which goes very well, taking it out after just one dig. Good job, girl. Next up is Pawmi, and it tries to copy me and also using dig like, ew, get your own move, this one's mine, as if, but then it paralyzes me out of spite. Seeing that I was paralyzed and that Crocolore was coming out, I swap into my Wooper, thinking, oh, I could at least survive one attack. Yeah, well, I completely forgot that she was gonna Terra here for some reason, and my Wooper gets completely smoked. Quite literally flamed out of existence.
I can't. Get out. Oh my god.
It's okay.
It's not okay though, it's not.
Yeah, that's a dagger to the heart. I really wanted a Clodsire, but I end up just bringing out Meruem again and hoping that we don't get parried, and luckily we don't. Thank Arceus. After a Terra boosted dig, the menace Crocolore goes down, but at what cost? We just lost our first Pokemon. To Nimona! No, I don't want your stinking full heals. Give me back my Wooper! As upset as I am to lose a fantastic ground type right before the electric gym, I always knew this was possible, and it was my bad sending him in before he was ready. R.I.P. Wooper, you will be dearly missed. But it's time to get a solid team together because this gym is no joke. Iono's ace Pokemon is a Terra Electric Mismagius with Levitate, so it quite literally has no weaknesses. Yeah, girl, that's fine. fine, no problem. But first, we gotta guest star on Iono's live stream before we can battle her. Girl, is this how you get collabs? You just force people to do your gym challenge? That's messed up. What are you doing here, old man? Turns out that her gym challenge is a game of Where's Waldo with Clavel, and in between each round, we have to battle her ravenous fans. This is actually wild. But we complete the live stream and earn the right to challenge the gym. Alright, Iono, you and your subscribers are going down because me and my subscribers, nobody's got anything on us, Fierce Divas. Not your gym battle itself also being used for content. Well, actually, I guess that makes sense. If I was a gym leader, I'd probably film the battles too. We start off with Pinky, who smashes this Wattrel into next week with a headbutt, kicking things off well for us. Next up is Belly Bolt, which I honestly am a bit worried about too. So I send in Mirwem, but I forget that it has Water Gun. Why do you have that? Needless to say, I swap back into Pinky because she is just so stable, how could I not? And have him take out the Belly Bolt. Iono sends in Luxio, and I plan to just get rid of it with headbutts, but I end up getting a flinch on it, which is awesome. Well done, Pinky. I bet your subs are not going to be happy about that one. But now it's scary time, because Miss Magius is up next, and she, of course, Terra Electrics, and I send out Cyclizar because of its normal typing, and just to get him some well-deserved gym battle screen time. Cyclizar is able to take hits well, and whittles down Miss Magius' HP with some breaking swipes till we eventually take her down, winning us our third gym badge, and winning us one of the battles I was the most concerned about. Better luck next time, Iono. I'll catch you on the next stream. We will take an adorably posed photo first, though. Alright, time to move on. Why are you people always just waiting for me in these gym lobbies? It turns out that this is Geeta, the chairwoman of the Pokemon League, and surely she's not gonna be an important character at all. But we've done it! We've successfully made it through a good chunk of this game together. We've beaten 3 gyms, 2 Team Star bases, and 2 Titans. We're well on our way. I wouldn't be here without the help of my fierce team of friends here, and even though we lost one today, I'm still gonna try my hardest in the future so we don't lose any more. As always, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next episode where the journey continues. Next time, things might get even crazier.